And we're live.
Yay!
Good morning, good evening, good middle of the night, whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird time for everyone except you and me.
Yeah, pretty much. From what I know is midnight on the in the central part. So it's slightly before midnight on the west coast, and it's already tomorrow on the east coast. So it's fine. Well, actually today for us.
Yeah. They're living in the past.
Yay, doggy hair. The pleasure of having a pet. Welcome everyone to the first Descent into Madness live stream.
Yay.
I have Claire here with me so that I don't feel lonely about how crazy I am. That's the whole point of her being here. I'm kidding. So we've decided to do this live stream to document our writing goals this year. And because our writing goals are insane, the name of the live stream makes sense, I guess. So
it makes sense to us anyway.
Yeah, it did. So you're either here because you want to see how it goes for some crazy authors who want to write all the books, or you're here because you know we're going to fail and you just want to see the misery of us failing over the year and slowly going even more insane than we are now. So yeah, welcome. I have coffee.
I have gin in a glass. I could pretend it was water, but I feel like you guys will probably figure it out.
I would have something to drink because I have alcohol like 3 times a year, which is great. But it's 10 a.m. and because of the writing goals that are insane, and because of the fact that surprise, surprise, I'm behind.
You too.
I decided that my healthy eating would work a lot better if I meal planned and spend Sunday cooking for the entire next week.
Yeah.
So nice. I assume I shouldn't be drinking before I cook because I might just cook my own fingers in the end. So
yeah, maybe not.
So
especially not if you're working with knives or anything.
Yep. And I kind of have to. So yeah, I went shopping yesterday because I thought it's safe to just spend a day shopping after all the streaming. The stream with Sarah, because I think it was like 5:30 when I was off that stream in the morning. So Sundays are slow. So I went and bought all the food. And today I have to cook it after the stream. After the stream, I also have to finish my Scrivener tutorial, which I didn't finish yesterday.
Yeah. I never did the tutorial in the first place. I just went in and started writing stuff and figured things out as I went. I think it's not as hard to use.
It's not, but
yeah.
I just wanted to see a few of the shortcuts and what I can do.
You'll be way better at it than I am. You're probably better at it now than
I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, but I wanted to ask you some things about that because I know you do dictation sometimes. Do you dictate in Scrivener or how do you do that?
So I've got Dragon transcription software, so I record and put it just in like an RTF, a raw text. Is that what it is? Raw text file, and then I move it across into my Scrivener, just copy and paste it.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that would work. I've never dictated without seeing the actual page.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure how that would go and how great it will go. Dragon is annoying anyway.
Yeah. I had one the other day that was terrible. It like picked up every, like 4 out of every 5 words. And so I had to go through and like fix everything. But luckily I'm really lazy and I only ever do it for like 5 minutes at a time. So.
Yeah, I heard that if you step away from the computer and watching the text and seeing all the mistakes the Dragon makes, you're better off. You dictate faster and then you just go and edit through it. Because even if you watch it closely, it will still mess up. Like it will still mess up heavily. So I wanted to ask how you do it with Dragon because I didn't expect it would work to just natively dictate in the software.
Yeah, so I just copy it in.
I assume you can get that pop-up box to dictate in, and then you can search the text, but that's annoying.
Yeah. I have to, because of the version I've got the PC version, but I write on a Mac when I'm typing.
Oh, great.
So I transcribe it onto the PC and then copy it across onto the Mac.
That sounds brilliant.
File. Yeah.
Awesome.
But the Mac version of Dragon isn't as good. So, and it costs like twice as much.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at live stream software recently because I was thinking I want to do these all across platforms. So we'd be streaming here and on Facebook and on Twitch at the same time. And I was looking at this video recommending the best software. The best software costs, the cheapest version is like $700.
Oh, no.
It's really good. It's easy to use. Great. I don't have the budget for that. I'm sorry. I have like 200 and change subscribers on my YouTube. Not happening
for the long term.
So I'm now considering OBS and GameSpot. And if I really want to do something that's slightly easier to use, sort of, not really, and paid, I'll go with XSplit because that's like $5 a month, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. $700 for the basic pack?
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not just yet. By the way, I apologize for the bright lights. It was snowing earlier. Now it's extremely sunny, and I'm just waiting for the sun to move across to the other window, which is blocked. So I will stop looking like a ghost in about 20 minutes, I guess.
And I'm just going to get gradually darker and darker as the time goes on and the sun goes down behind the building next door. So, what's
the time over there, by the way?
It's 7 p.m.
Yeah, because you're like 9 hours ahead, but I couldn't do the math right now. I haven't had enough coffee.
I can't do the math ever. So
I can sometimes, not always. Today is definitely not one of the days when I can't just do math in my head.
Yeah.
I posted a teaser from Elixir of Light a few days ago, and one of the characters was saying that sometimes I forget how old I am. You know, it takes complex formulas to come up with my age. And the other character looks at this person and says, yeah, I heard addition and subtraction are really difficult for some species. And I'm that species.
Yeah. You and me both.
In all fairness, that being was extremely old. It was old a long, long time ago when the other elders in the galaxy came into power. So it's really hard to come up with their ages because these are virtual immortals by way of how developed their technology is. So it's where I see humans going if everything goes my way.
Yeah.
and
you think you're well.
and we all turn into immortal cyborgs, then it's fine.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm up for that.
Yeah. Me too, especially for not needing food and sleep and just plugging in. I'm totally up for that.
It's like the only way we'll get through our writing goals.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. So Claire, just share with the class, how many books are you intending on publishing this year? Let me just get my notes.
I don't know, because last count, I think it was, what was it? Was it 23?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
and then I think maybe I'm doing a collaboration as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're going more my speed.
Not coming this year. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about my next little plans. So I do have 23 books, not counting the bundles, because I also have like 6 bundles. But those don't need writing. And of these 23 books, 14 are gay fiction and gay romance. 5 are urban fantasy, so non-LGBT fiction for once. Because I used to write that at some point. I started a series long ago and never finished it. So I thought I should do that, and I also have another series planned. And then I have 5 novellas that I'm collabing on. What I did not mention is that of the 5 urban fantasy books, 4 of them are in a new series, which I intend to rapidly release in September and October. So I'll have 2 books released each month. Just on that side of the spectrum, I still have my gay fiction, so I will have another 2 releases of gay fiction in those 2 months, because I'm insane. And the collab I'm doing, it will also be a rapid release series of at least 4 books.
I'm planning on doing, I think, 2 rapid releases this year.
Oh, wow.
As well. Yeah, 2 new series I'm launching. So
that would be absolutely amazing for the both of us.
Yeah.
And
that happens.
what's your target word count per month? Do you have that figured out?
Yeah, I was just shooting for 100.
Oh, so same.
Yeah.
Same, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my journey goals and trying to see what I finished, what I haven't finished, and how much I still have waiting for me. And I'm getting a panic attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've created this nifty Excel sheet.
Oh wow.
Where I track my writing by day and by writing session.
Right. Yeah.
By the way, people in the chat.
Oh.
If I'm having an echo,
exciting.
Yeah, please let me know, because I can hear it. Claire can't.
Yeah, so I can't hear it at all.
I'm not sure. I hear it once in a while. So yeah, what was I saying before that?
We were talking about rapid release.
Oh yeah.
And then you were going through.
Oh yeah, the general.
Yeah.
The XLS sheet. So.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
I track my sessions because I write in 20-minute sprints.
Mm-hmm.
And then I compute everything at the end of the day, and then do weekly totals, and I will have monthly totals. So far this month, I wrote the impressive amount of 18,500 words.
Oh wow, that's great. I think I'm 21,500. So
okay, so we're close by.
Yeah.
So
but you still have today to catch up and beat me. So.
Yeah. I'm intending. At least I have the intention of writing today.
Yeah.
I'm curious what happens after all that cooking. But yeah.
I've written every day so far this year.
Yeah.
Some days it's like. Some days I'm writing 50 words, but I have written every day. So.
I haven't, because this week, while I didn't write, I did edit my 40,000 word novella and sent it to my editor. So
yeah, you finished a book so far. So like
yeah,
fine.
One down, a lot more to go. Well, wait, we have a question. I have a question. How are novellas selling in comparison with normal books? The same or better for me, because I mean, my novellas are not particularly short. I think the shortest one is 35,000. They average between 35 and 45,000. So they're pretty long. By some standards, some of them are novels, because apparently 40K means a novel. I count it as a novella if it's under 50K. And so far, they've been doing really well. I mean, the last 2 I released in November and December did a lot better than the novel I released in October. But that's because I had a few months in the summer where I didn't release. And that,
drop off.
You feel it. You feel it. Like, if you release books every month, all sales go up. I'm sorry, that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
but I usually do a mix of novels and novellas, and maybe 1 or 2 short stories if I really need to. So yeah, but they sell okay. I mean, the more I write, the better they sell. Might also have to do with the fact that I'm better at doing promotion and marketing that actually works.
That could be it.
I kind of cut blog tours.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a blog tour.
I did, and they're great for visibility and stuff, but they are a time sink.
Yeah, I've hosted, I think, 1 or 2 before. Like, people have come to my site and posted, like, you know, an interview or whatever. But
I'm still I'm still planning on contacting bloggers and saying, look, I have these books that have been released recently. If you want review copies, please let me know. That I still intend to do. But organizing a blog tour, I'm not sure I'm going to do that because it takes a lot of time, and there are things that work better for less effort.
Like Amazon ads? I find that they work really well.
Yeah, like Amazon ads or like some paid newsletter, not all, some.
Yeah.
And like swapping newsletters with other people, and like just having a review from a blog whenever they want to, and not, I mean, it's nice that they're grouped in a blog tour and you get a lot of visibility, but I feel like there's some fatigue going on there because the bigger blogs will publish like 20 posts a day, and half of those are blog tours.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to keep track of everything. I still plan to do guest posts if people invite me to write them or stuff like that, and interviews, that's fine. But the actual blog tour, I feel it takes a lot of time that I really don't have.
Yeah.
And the other problem with it is if you want reviews during the tour, you have to announce it a long time ahead.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
It becomes harder and harder the more you release, I find.
Yeah, totally. These days, I put so much less effort into a release than I used to, or so much less energy, because I know I have another one coming out so soon. Yeah.
So I found these things that work and generate sales and buzz, and I do those and hope for the best. In an ideal world, I do so well with my books and my sales that I can afford to have a virtual assistant. And that virtual assistant would handle review sites and blog tours and that kind of stuff. Because that helps. I'm not saying it doesn't. It just like when you weigh benefits and time consumption, not the case.
My plan is to one day earn enough so that I can hire Alexi to do all the admin stuff for me.
Yeah.
And so we'll both be at home. Yeah. Yeah. I recently had to change a typo in one of my books.
Okay.
It was a book that had a sample chapter in the back of a lot of other books.
Oh.
And because I'm wide, it ended up being like, I've got over 100 things to upload.
Oh, I wanted to ask.
Because I have so many books.
Yeah, I can imagine that's annoying. How do you handle the white thing? Do you publish through Draft to Digital or something, or do you have accounts on each?
The ones I can do direct in Australia, I do direct. And then everything else is through Smashwords, Draft to Digital, and I'm just starting to put things through Publish Drive so I can get on Google Play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
but
good.
It means, 6 websites every time I'm uploading a book. And every time I have to change something in more than one book,
I'm sure that's lovely.
Oh, it's great.
So far, I'm exclusive to Amazon so far. But I am going to have some books that are wide just to test it out. I think I'm going to try it with the urban fantasy series that I'm releasing later this year. It will be a witch protagonist.
Yeah.
There's a lot of misfit ideas that I want to explore in the book because this witch is non-standard. There's a half demon and a half angel, so it's just people who don't fit in any world, and they're banded together. So because it's urban fantasy and there's magic and there's a bit of intrigue and mystery, I thought it could do well. And I'm going to try to put it wide for the first book or two and do it rapid release. And if they don't work, I'm just pulling them off everywhere else and going with Amazon again. Because when I decided to go exclusive, I did so because I had virtually no sales anywhere else.
Yeah.
Amazon was fine, but everywhere else, no, like crickets. So I thought,
funny. That's like the complete opposite of me. Is when I first went wide, even my Amazon sales went up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Like I had a complete opposite experience. I was doing really well on all romance, but then they closed down. So
yeah.
Oh my God, that was the biggest scare of my life because I had this contract on a yearly advertising plan with them.
Oh yeah.
And I had already paid the first installment for that quarter, and I was so afraid I wouldn't see the money back. But at least that part, the advertising, they refunded quickly.
Oh, that's good.
Royalties, not so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was freaking terrified at that point.
Yeah.
So at that point, you know, I had Amazon with 90% of my sales. All romance with another 8 to 10%, let's say, that disappeared, and all the others where I sold the book a quarter. So for me, it was an easy choice.
Yeah.
To be honest, but now that I'm actually better at what I'm doing and my newsletter is better at selling books, I've had conversations with people that don't buy from Amazon for the simple fact that they only pay with PayPal and Amazon doesn't take PayPal.
Right. Yeah.
So I would like to make my books available widely. But we'll see.
I have months where Amazon isn't my best platform for money I make. Kobo or iBooks will outsell it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By like a lot as well. Sometimes it'll be like 3 times as much on Kobo as I sold on Amazon for the month.
Okay.
Which is not usual from what I hear.
No, it's not.
Yeah. I don't know why. Just, I think, maybe it's because I think I've heard Kobo's audience skews a bit older and my audience skews older as well because they're mostly mysteries. So sometimes, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Maybe you just got a great following there and they just buy everything you put out and then it just pushes it up the ranks. So yeah. And can you publish to Kobo and Barnes and Nobles directly?
I can publish Kobo. I can't do Barnes and Noble. I have to do them through Draft to Digital.
Okay.
I think they've shut down everywhere except in the US that you can publish direct to Barnes and Noble now.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
And
I do iBooks directly, but that was like awful to set up, but it's good now.
Okay. I look forward to that.
Yeah, it's like you have to get an ABN in Australia, like a business number and certain tax information, but it'll probably be different if it's not Australia. It's because we have weird taxes.
Yeah, it's probably true because from what I know, Romania has some tax arrangement with the US. And if I enter my personal identification number from here, I get only 10% of tax withheld in the US. I still pay full tax here, but
yeah, it's the same here, but it's just for some reason on iBooks, they have like a completely different setup for the way you do it. Yeah, where you have to start an account with them. So yeah.
Now, if they want me to incorporate anything, I'm just doing them from someone else through someone else.
Exactly. Just go through a different.
Yeah, because the paperwork and the hassle of having a business here is just
it's not too bad.
Now declaring what I do, this sort of new way of selling stuff is like, oh, you should have seen them when I went to report the fact that I sold my website and the content of my website, because that's what was valuable, not the main name itself. That was fascinating. I sold it through a broker and with escrow to a guy in the US. So I had this contract in English that was that had an official notarized translation, and I go to the office just to ask how I'm supposed to report that, and the guy looks at the contract, looks at me, looks at the contract again. I have to explain again what I've been doing, and he hands it back, and he says, go to this office number whatever, ask for Madam whatever, she's the chief of the department, she'll tell you what to do. And I went there. I was paralyzed with fear because the tax office in Romania is scary generally. That's the consensus about the feeling. And I was just waiting outside. And then I entered in this office space where there were like 6 people. And the person I was supposed to talk to was the last on one of the rows of desks. And I go to her and explain 2 times what was going on and what I was trying to say. And she talks to 2 more people, and they finally come up with a solution for me, which was fine. And then he goes like, but it's like the same like you did last year to report your taxes. And how much did you pay for that? I have no idea. What do you mean you have no idea? Well, it was my first time reporting intellectual property income like this, and I submitted my papers in May. It's now end of September, and I still haven't had that nice sheet of paper telling me how much I'm supposed to pay. She says, oh yeah, that's right, because we didn't calculate them for last year. And how did you declare that? Well, I declared Amazon sales. But isn't that abroad? And I said, no, because I was here. I was just selling through Amazon. I was selling books through Amazon. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I did get my tax report with what I'm supposed to pay. I got it in January of this year.
I mean, that's a good thing about Australia, I guess, is it's slightly less complicated than that. Only slightly.
It's all good. The thing is, like, I'm really keen on the way they do it in the States, where you can work as a private person and actually deduct business expenses.
Oh, I can do that here.
I can't
as well.
I hate you, by the way. So I can't. I just get my full income and pay tax on that. Nobody cares that I pay ads and editors and cover designers and stuff. They're like, oh, that's your business. Do you want to deduct all that? Yeah, okay, get a company and incorporate it. No. No. There used to be this in between, like an authorized private person.
Yeah, that's kind of what I am. I'm a sole trader.
But that's the exact translation of the Romanian version, because it sounds weird anyway, in Romanian too. And that was the easier way to do it. But then they complicated reporting and taxes for this type of business venture so much that everybody who was using that went ahead and got themselves a company, a proper incorporated thing, because it was less of a hassle to do that than work as an individual that's authorized for business. So, yeah. That put an end to it. So it's fine. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I just don't understand why it has to be so complicated. Like,
it could be even more complicated. I could I could tell people that the tax office that I have a 10% tax that Amazon takes out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it probably calculates things and I pay a bit less. But that would be so complicated and would take so long that I'd rather just not worry about it. I'm fine.
I had to do that here, but it was like really confusing because of the exchange rate. And I was like, do you need to know the exchange rate at the time when I got paid or the exchange rate now? And it was like so complicated.
Yeah, for me it's easier because I get money in my bank account here. So it shows up as a payment in local currency.
Yeah.
The bank converts it.
I had to do, I think, my gross income before Amazon like took out the tax.
Yeah.
And like, it's mostly Amazon that's complicated. Everywhere else just pays me in the right currency and it's fine. But Amazon, you know, pays you the different currencies from different countries.
Amazon pays me in euros because I'm in the EU.
Oh, okay.
Fine if they pay in US dollars, but it's fine. I mean, they pay in US dollars for the US site, and then everything elsewhere it's converted into euros, which is fine, I guess.
They don't do that for
because they only withheld tax every time they paid me. They withheld tax for the American income, the US dollar one, not for everything else. Because within the EU, they won't withhold anything.
Right. Okay.
But that's like 90% of what I make on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I think
this
like for me.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, this is why we're behind with everything, because everything else that has to do with the business of writing is boring and complicated and gives you headaches.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Exactly. So, that's why we go to distance, and then we'll be all good.
Yeah.
Once we publish like 1 million books this year, we'll both be able to afford assistance, and then we will never have to deal with tax again.
Are you by any chance a part of the 20 books to 50K group?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see? I think it was Craig Martell who published his new goal of 40 books to 1 million.
No, I didn't see it.
And I was like, oh my God, you're like my hero now. I assume it's 20 books in a year. So now he wants to publish 40 this year and reach the million mark, which I assume is monthly.
Yeah, that's insane.
So, yeah, that's freaking insane. And I don't know if you noticed, but he was talking about Science Fiction Writers of America convention that he attended. And he met a lot of people he considered like A-listers of the industry, and they were all traditionally published and they had a day job because the money from traditional publishing wasn't enough to live on, which I was like, oh my God, you must be kidding.
I don't know why like people who are traditionally published and have like bigger names wouldn't self-publish some things as well, just to see and like make all the extra money on them.
I don't think self-publishing is for everyone. I really don't. I think it can be profitable, but if you're an anti-talent when it comes to anything tech, you have a hard time of it. If you're not particularly well organized, I mean, enough organized that you can keep track of everything, you're going to have a hard time of it. Because you have to learn a lot of things that otherwise you shouldn't ever be required to learn. Like, you want to find a great cover designer, but when you decide who you work with and what you want, you then have to learn all these marketing and publishing stuff that has to do with how to communicate genre through your cover and make sure it sells.
Yeah, that's true.
Which otherwise you really wouldn't need to learn.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons I love writing gay sci-fi, because I can get away with covers like the ones I have for Elixir of Flight and Angel's Feather, and they still sell because they're sci-fi.
Yeah.
But I have this series that's called Lover's Journey, and the books are called Dawn to Dusk and Dusk to Dawn. And I originally had this really atmospheric covers that I think were great.
Yeah.
No sexy males on them.
Yeah.
And those covers did not communicate contemporary gay romance at all. So it affected sales. So I talked to my designer again and we changed the covers. And I still love the new covers. They're great. They're nicely done. They kept most of the atmosphere of the first ones and then added a person.
Yeah. Shirtless guy. Yeah.
Which was a nightmare to find.
Oh, yeah.
A nightmare to find people that kind of look like my characters because I'm insane. I mean, I don't like, there was there were those romance books like in the 90s and the early 2000s when no, you had the actual person and on the cover you had the black-haired guy and the character in the book was blonde.
Yeah. They just chose whatever random stock photo they wanted. Yeah.
It was super frequent and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And the first book was the most difficult to find because in the second one I sort of got away with it because I used the character as he was later in life. Right, but the first one I needed pretty tall and well-built, dark-haired, long-haired guy. That was a pain to find. And if at all possible, one that was next to a window so that I could have the dawn.
Yeah, right.
That was a complete shit show. I was almost in tears trying to find that picture with the cover, and I didn't. My cover designer found it in the end. And it was like this one model that had exactly one picture on that website, and it was this picture.
That's great. It's perfect.
And then the model for the second book, because the world is tiny, I find the model, I put him on the cover, and then I get a friend of mine from Romania contacting me on Facebook and telling me about the guy on this cover who's a fitness instructor or something from Romania, because now he's done with modeling. And I was like, really? I chose a Romanian model for a Romanian character in my Romanian book? Great! And because the coincidence don't stop there, he has the same surname as my boyfriend. It's not a common one. It's not like my surname that's the most popular one in Romania you can get.
Yeah.
It's the most frequent one. His is not, but yeah, still. So I was like, I was in tears. Like, honestly, I was in tears. I was laughing so hard.
That's so great.
Yeah. It was absolutely interesting. So tell me, how far behind are you this month?
Well,
I mean, we still have 2 weeks and a half.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if I have a good 3 days for the rest of my week, because I run Saturday to Wednesday, just because that's when I work, I can maybe catch up to where I'm meant to be, or at least close the gap. And then I'm going to my parents' place, which is in the country, where there's no internet, basically. So I should get a ton done there.
Yeah, true.
I hope. But
I'm hoping okay, that's way better than I am.
Yeah, because this month is crazy, right?
This month is freaking insane, yeah. Because I had the cold and a lot of things Elixir of Flight was supposed to be done in December.
Okay, yeah. I had
didn't happen.
Books that were meant to be done in December and aren't done now. So
we won't mention that. Last year is last year.
No.
And then the first week of January was a bit on and off because I was okay in the first couple of days, and then I had 2 days where my cold got progressively worse. But I still wrote 13,000 words that week. Last week, though, that was a mess. I was caught up between my dentist appointments and still some remnants of cold, because why not? And editing the whole novella to send to my editor. And
that takes some time.
Yeah, I only wrote 3,000 words. But as long as I write today, and I have 2 weeks where I write 30,000 words each week.
Okay.
And I plan to do it I plan to do it like 5 weeks of writing, 5 days of writing 6,000 words each day. It's not high. It's not that high, so it should be doable. I'm fine. The problem is that beyond all the writing, I have to go through edits from my editor for this book. And continue going through my vampire adventure urban fantasy series that I started ages ago, and I want to promote again and finish it. And I intended to do a light reading of the first book, which was published in 2014. And just see if there are any missing typos or whatever, and that turned into a light rewrite. Because I realized I sucked in 2014 compared to now. And I had an editor for that, and I was like, oh, you shouldn't have let me get away with so much. Because it was my first time editing with someone, and I pretty much accepted all their suggestions, and I changed it accordingly. But I think there should have been a caps lock message that said, stop telling, show more, you idiot. That would have been great. That would have been great. I'm still very happy with how the story goes. Like at the developmental level, I'm perfectly happy with that. It was a good story, but the polishing on it, I don't think I would have been able to write it then as I'm rewriting it now, because that's the truth of it. It takes improvement and honing your craft and getting better at it.
Yeah, totally. Like all of my first books in series, I think, are like the worst books in the series.
Yeah.
So if people like get through that one, then they get the good books.
Okay. I don't think so, but anyway. Did I tell you how much I enjoyed Live and Let Bondi? I did, sort of. Oh my
That's
God.
like my best first in series, but I think they will still be better. I hope they'll be better. I hope they're not worse as they go on.
Oh my God, no, they won't be worse. I loved it. It was so funny. Like, it was so freaking funny. And the main characters are just to die for.
Thank you. So excited.
It was super freaking cool. I expected I'd enjoy it. I expected that from the start, but then I was so in love with everything, and I was like, oh my God. I do plan to make a video review of that at some point this month, so it's fine. I'm going to.
Thank you.
In case people noticed, I did not post a December reads video at all, and I'm not posting one because the problem is I got the cold and I read a lot.
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot to actually write down which books I read in December. Which is so freaking stupid. I still owe people reviews on those. December was a disaster, and I thought I will catch up in January. I will at least be up to date with my reviews.
Oh yeah.
and then I broke my tablet.
Oh yeah.
I do have my old Kindle, but it doesn't have a backlight.
Yeah, that's hard.
And I have a lamp, a desk lamp, but that's on my desk. And I have to pretty much move it every evening and morning, which I don't do because I'm lazy. I don't want to read with the overhead light because I fall asleep with the light open, with the light on, and then I wake up 2 hours later and then I can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Which sucks. So my reading went down. Most of my reading was listening to The Way of Kings whenever I was out of the house.
That's a long-term commitment, that book.
God damn, but it's so good.
Yeah, so good. It's like 150 hours not wasted.
Yeah. I was thinking that 45 hours, the first one, is more than a full work week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I normally listen to an audiobook when I take a long walk with the dog, and I get about an hour every morning. But because it's been raining like crazy, I switched to shorter walks, so I didn't get to listen to the book.
Right.
But then yesterday, I went shopping for food, which takes forever.
Yeah.
So I got like 2 hours of listening time between driving there, shopping, coming home, and arranging everything. 2 hours, yay! And because I'm going to be cooking today, I'm going to listen to the audiobook because that makes perfect sense. And hopefully, in about a week or so, I'm getting my new tablet.
Yay!
Because that was an entire adventure as well, because welcome to Romania. What can I say? I wanted a Kindle Fire. I wanted a new Kindle Fire, okay?
Yeah.
So, in theory, you can get it from any Amazon website.
Yeah.
But for this Kindle Fire, none of the local European websites would deliver to Romania. So my only choice would have been the US site, which means you pay for that stupid Kindle. You wait for...
I had the same thing when I was going to buy a Kindle in Australia a couple of years ago. They would only ship it from the US to here, which is ridiculous.
That's stupid because you have a local website.
Yeah, so. Exactly. But they don't sell anything. They might. They sell a little bit more now, but they basically just were like an empty website. That was pointless. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So the thing is, it takes like 3 to 4 weeks to get here, unless I want to pay like $30 on transport. And then because it comes from the US, it goes to the special post office that's open 2 days a week. Yeah, 2 days a week for a few hours, not the full day. What the hell is that? And then you have to pay tax on that.
Oh.
So there's just so much hassle. I didn't want to go through that. So I delivered it to a friend in the UK. And they're sending it over. I was thinking I'll just buy it from a website here. They have all the Kindles except this one because it's so new.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine. Let's have an adventure for everything.
But you'll have it soon, right? So
yeah,
we've got there.
Now I have it. I got the blue one. Because I had 2 options on stock, red and blue. The black one would take like 4 months to get.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, you keep that one.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it takes 4 to 6 months to get. So I was like, I was there, and it was usually shipped between 4 to 6 months. Why? And I was trying to get a case that matches, and I did, and I wasn't particularly happy with the blue.
Just paint it yourself. Get some nail polish.
No. What happened next was that let me show you. Oh, wait. It's complicated, man. My life is complicated. So this happened. Okay. So I have a new blue cover.
Yep.
That will go as the background of the tablet, and I'm really happy with the blue.
That's perfect. You just have to buy a new one every time you have a new book coming out now, though.
I know. I don't have that kind of money.
Keep that cover forever.
If I had that kind of money, I'd buy a new camera.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to feel bad that I stole my boyfriend's camera and I'm never giving it back. I mean, he only gets it back when he actually needs it for work. And the rest of the time he just stays here and I film everything on it. And I'm feeling bad. I mean, I know he doesn't need it, but I still feel bad about it.
That's fine. You use it all the time. You upload so regularly, especially compared to some of us.
From all the authors I follow on YouTube, anyone is better at posting regularly. when compared to you. There are people who post once a week that are more consistent than you are. At this point,
I filmed 4 videos yesterday, so now I just have to edit them, and I'll actually have some videos out soon. Maybe.
Wow. I'm not getting my hopes up again.
Yeah.
I did that with the Vlogmas thing, and you completely broke
I made
my
it
heart.
a week. You got 1 week of Vlogmas. That's more than you would have got otherwise.
I mean, the way I see it, the only way I can think of to make you post regularly would be for Lush to send you stuff to review.
Oh, I know, and I've been looking into how to get that to happen, and I found
because then they say
way, so.
Oh, okay. So maybe we'll get more videos.
Yeah, maybe if they
because I was thinking
their program.
Yeah, because I was thinking if you don't post stuff, they will stop sending you things, and you love Lush so much that maybe you'll keep it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now that you've said that.
If anyone from Lush sees this video at any point, please sponsor Claire so we can get more of her videos.
I fully edited a video yesterday, and I had it nearly done, and then the computer shut down and everything was gone when I turned it back on.
I'm sorry.
There was going to be a video yesterday announcing this live stream today, but
there's a problem.
Probably not gonna. I'll cut that out and then upload it tomorrow.
The thing is that when I have issues and I know I can't film and whatever, and it's paramount that the video goes out in a certain day. Right now, I learned that I can live stream.
Yeah. This one was like a weekly vlog, though. I was like, I probably. Yeah, I can't really live stream that.
It doesn't work for all of them. I'm sorry, but I had to do that for the goals video because I'd been so sick and there had been no light and I had no patience to set up the lights I have, which are great, by the way. I still don't have a second adapter for my light. I've been to shops that sell them about 1 million times since I got them, and I still haven't picked one up. I keep forgetting. But one is pretty much enough. I can film at night, so
yeah,
that helped. So at that point, I was like, I want to do this. I want to be okay with one thing. So I just went live and did the goals.
Yeah, I was going to upload a goals video, and then I had a moment where I just decided I hated my schedule for the year, and I wanted to change everything. So that's currently where I am.
I was fine with my schedule until I got onto Sarah's stream, and she asked, okay, you plan to write 1 million words. How many books is that? And I said, I don't know. Let me count. And then I turned back and said, oh my God, 27? Of which 2 are short stories.
Okay, that's not so bad.
It is, because my short stories usually run for like 10,000 words. I can't write short stuff. The shortest like
1,500. So for me, it wouldn't be so bad, but
no, like the shortest I ever wrote was like 7,000 plus.
That's like halfway to a novella for me.
I know. This is why I didn't publish Angel's Feather for so long. There was an anthology call from my former publisher. It was called Of Heaven and Hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this idea for Alien. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I have to pick up dog hair from the edge of my cup. Because I have dog hair flying everywhere, obviously. So I wanted to write it for that anthology. And I started writing. And at about 15,000, which was the limit for the anthology, I wasn't really done. And I talked to my publisher and said, no, I can cut it in half and just publish the first part here. And I can maybe keep it at 17,000 words. for the first part, and she said,
Yeah.
well, that would work, but honestly, why would you do that? Like, do it as an individual release, do it as a novella, and we're fine. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's right. The problem is that was the first part of the book, and then the second part that I was supposed to write is really angsty and dark and whatever. So I stopped, and I took a year.
Oh, wow.
Away from it.
Yeah.
And then I finished it. And by the time I was finishing it, I'd already moved on from my former publishers. So it only got published this year in spring. Because such is the life of a writer, I guess.
Yeah.
So, that's absolutely lovely. I tried to write a short story. It ended up a 36,000 word novella. So what are you writing this month for whatever is left of it?
Well, I have a New Year book that
maybe you should get it out in January.
Yeah. I feel like as long as I have it out by the 31st, we're all good.
Yeah, we're
right?
fine.
If it's in January, it's
okay.
It's
fine.
And I've also been working on my first paranormal romance.
The Orca one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
It's so much fun. I love writing that one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So those are the two you intend to finish this month?
Yeah. Originally, there was another one that I was going to finish instead of the Orca one, which was in the fantasy series. Not fantasy, kind of fantasy. My other series. But I think it'll be like February now. Maybe.
Okay. Totally get it. So I finished Elixir of Flight. And now I have to finish another novella. It will be a shorter one. This will be about 25,000. It's called Sunrise with You. And it's a companion novella to this Lover's Journey series.
Right, okay.
That's fun to write, but I have to get it done like by Wednesday. And I'll tell you why, because I have to read through it and send to my editor so she can edit it in between Elixir of Flight. Because that's a Valentine's Day novella.
Oh, this is the thing I've decided to do, is not ever have anything that has to be released on a certain date anymore. Like no more Christmas books, no more New Year books, nothing.
It's okay. I'm not done. After that, I'm supposed to write a short story at about 10,000 words, I think it will end. That's called Be My Anti-Valentine. They should tell you about when the short story needs to be done.
Yep.
That goes into, there's this thing that a friend of mine does that's called the Romance Valentine's giveaway. Okay. So she wants the books, at least for that period of time, to be Insta-freebie exclusives. So I have to finish that short story by like Friday. So that I have time to finish editing by the end of the month. Obviously, if I write 5,000 words today and I keep my 30,000 word week next week, I'm calm. I'm done. And then for the next week, I have 5 full days to write another novella.
You're making me feel so much better about the amount of stuff I have to do. That's great.
Okay, so that will be about 30-something thousand words. It's my new installment in the Famous on the Internet series. And this will be, I mean, the tentative title, which I think will stay, is In-Game and IRL Boss Fights. And it's a enemies to lovers sort of story.
My favorite kind.
And the short story and this one, they both feature gamers or gaming environments. So this should be fun. And when I'm done with all of that, I still have 3 days in the month. And those...
We're going to just pump out another novel in those 3 days?
No. But I should be working on the first collab I have with my friend, We intend to keep it at 25, 30K per installment. So I have to write like 10 to 15K.
That's not too bad.
Per book. No, it's not bad. I think it's 75K total for the 4 books.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So that's okay. Speaking of, we're supposed to spend a few hours today plotting and planning for that series.
While you're cooking, maybe?
Yeah. At some point. I don't know. I'll do that too. In between cooking, finishing the Scrivener tutorial and writing 5,000 words, we'll also plan. By the way, this is supposed to be my weekend. Oh, did I mention I have to edit a video? Like my weekly vlog?
Matt, this is why you shouldn't upload consistently.
Well, I want to get to the 10,000 view marks so I can have ads on my channel.
Okay. I'm already over that because I've had my channel for like 1 million years. So
I've had mine for 1 million years too, but I took like 2.5 years of a hiatus.
Oh.
So I kind of went to shit.
6 videos a year for the first few years. Now, so this is very consistent for me.
Well, the world should thank me because at least you'll be in a live stream every month.
Yeah, exactly. I don't usually skip like a whole month. I have this time, I think. But I don't normally.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I have a good excuse. So in December, I edited a 2-hour-long travel vlog for a Christmas.
Nice.
So that's what I was doing when I wasn't doing Vlogmas videos. So that's why I didn't upload after about the 8th.
When are you uploading that?
Oh, it won't export on the computer, so it's still sitting just on the computer.
Oh, so you need a stronger computer to just render the video?
No, so it's like I don't know what it's doing. It just throws a tantrum. It doesn't like it.
Can you cut it into a couple of parts?
Yeah, that's the plan, but I've been lazy, so I haven't done that yet. Yeah.
I totally get being lazy. I do that every day. I think that's the part that pisses me off the most. Because, okay, I've been editing a lot and I've been kind of sick and I've been to the dentist and that depresses me somehow. I don't know. It's a lot of time and I don't feel particularly great afterwards.
Yeah.
But the whole dentist experience is pleasant. My dentist is amazing, whatever. I'm not throwing shade or anything. But the main reason why I'm so behind is because I'm a lazy bum.
Yeah, totally. It's the same for me. I'm like, I could be doing like 10 times as much as I'm doing. I don't know why I'm not getting stuff done.
Yeah. I tell people my goals and they're like, wow, that's insane. But I think you can do it. And I'm like, yeah, you always think I can do it. And it is insane because you don't know the insane amounts of time I waste.
Yeah. I did a thing yesterday that everyone always tells you to do, but it's like the first time I've ever actually done it, which is to turn the internet off before I went to bed. And when I got up, I just wrote straight away and I actually got stuff done first thing in the morning. Then I turned the internet back on so I could watch your live stream. So it kind of, it worked up until that.
Yeah, I don't even need to do that. Like if I get started, I do my 20-minute sprint, and even if I hear notifications going up on my phone, I won't stop. I wait the full 20 minutes, and then for the 10-minute break, I check messages.
Yeah.
But I need to work on my discipline and my follow through because I'm really great of making plans.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm
also really good at throwing a tantrum and refusing to do my plans as well. So
yes, I'm great at that. I'm like, today I'm just going to watch Midsummer Murders.
That kind of counts as research, right?
Yeah. By the way, I think let me check. Let me check. I'm not telling you stupid shit. And I'm not lying through my teeth. I think I'm just supposed to draft it this year. I have to check my drafting schedule. I have a dedicated drafting schedule with what I'm supposed to write in each month, right?
Yeah.
Where are you? Oh, yeah. September is the month where I'm drafting my serial killer mystery.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you're fine.
Which will go into a different pen name, because why not?
No. Yeah. Not another pen name.
It will be my first one, other than this one. But it doesn't
just, the idea of having a second one for me is like too much.
I really can't go around it. Because that book has nothing to do with everything else I write.
Yeah.
And for my main pen name, I already have to split my marketing in two. Because gay romance and gay fiction readers are not interested in the non-LGBTQ things. There's crossover from MF to MM, but never the other way around. So
yeah,
I couldn't split it into three in a way that's manageable and that makes sense, and it's not a complete waste of time and money.
Yeah.
So I will create a pen name for the mystery side. It's easy to handle in Amazon.
Yeah.
Because you can have, I think, up to 5 on the KDP account.
Yeah.
And 3 on Author Central under the same account. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. I bought the domain name for the new pen name.
Wow.
For the 2 new pen names. 2 new pen names. Did I mention that?
No.
Because I have this idea for a YA series, and that has to be separated from the romance stuff and the brutally gory serial killer mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, people will hate me and chase me off with forks and torches.
Yeah.
But that will probably not come out until next year.
Okay, well that's fine then. When you publish like 50 books next year.
Oh god. Oh, fine. I don't want to think about it. But I think that pen name will have a rapid release.
Yeah.
So. Awesome.
I keep intending to do rapid releases, and then I just get excited and release the first book instead when I haven't done the next ones.
I've gotten a lot better at keeping schedules last year, at least in terms of what I'm supposed to write and what I'm supposed to publish. Because my main issue was that I worked on all these many projects and never finished any of them. So what I came up with, that's where the drafting schedule started. I made a schedule for the entire 2017 and what I was going to write each month.
I think I did that too, but I didn't follow it.
It helped. It really helped because last year I had a lot of projects that were half done or 3/4 done.
Yeah, right.
I still have one of those. Is the 3rd book in my vampire series. I have like half of it written.
I'm usually pretty good at going, like once I'm a decent way into something, finishing it.
You think so? I'm better now. I'm way better now. But I do what I'm really flexible on is for the series that are not serials. So when it's a series of standalones.
Oh yeah,
I'm not particularly bothered about the order of the books. I mean, if I don't want to write the next one, the 3rd one, I write the 4th one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
that's fine. I mean, the one I'm writing now for Famous on the Internet wasn't even in the running. I mean, I had an idea for a YouTuber musician that gets into a sort of a bachelor internet and TV show.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that one.
And the next one will feature beauty guru of sorts.
Yeah.
But those were supposed to be books 3 and 4. And now I'm writing what could have potentially been book 5.
Yeah, right.
Because I got this idea for a enemies to lovers book that just makes sense to me. Because the premise of this book is that the protagonist is popular gaming YouTuber. So he live streams on Twitch and uploads playthroughs and stuff like that. Yeah. And he's extremely popular. This is his job. And he moves into this building. He rents through an agency. He never meets the landlord. He moves in. They bump into each other. They're kind of flirty. They like each other. And then he introduces himself and says his name.
Yeah.
And everything goes dark. And from that point on, the landlord hates him with a passion. The guy doesn't know why, and he's still crushing on the guy, but, you know, there's hate in the middle. And the reason why the brother hates him, the man hates him, is because he has a younger brother who just decided not to go to college and play games in his parents' basement because he wants to be just like his favorite YouTuber, who happens to be this guy.
That's great.
Yeah, Sarah, if the internet being off works for you, please tell me. Maybe I'll be tempted.
I didn't think it would work as well for me as it did, because I was always like, I don't go on the internet that much when I'm trying to write. Turns out I do a lot.
I mean, like last year when I was still doing tours for other authors and stuff like that, I couldn't have turned off the internet. Right now, I'm getting really good at ignoring it during the day. Plus, that's a non-issue for me because everybody's asleep in the morning.
Yeah.
So
it's just the main thing it does is that I will sometimes just like without thinking go to Google something that I'm going to write about. But once I've Googled something to look up the fact, I'll be like, oh, I'll just check everything while I'm here.
Yes, I do that too.
Whereas when the internet's off, it just like reminds you to not check everything. And you're like, oh, actually, I can probably just write a note here and fix it later. So that's...
yeah, I do. I mean, no, I don't do that. I can't work like that. If I need some information for the book, I need to search for it.
Or I'll look it up on my phone, but I'll remember that I'm using my phone and put it down.
Yeah.
So I won't turn the internet off on my phone, but I just do it on the computer.
Oh, that might actually work. That's a brilliant idea. I have to try it.
Thank you.
The thing I noticed the most is that my email volume went down.
Yeah.
Because I stopped doing the tours like midway through the year because I was just so exhausted and I couldn't deal with it. And then I sold my website, the travel one, and a lot of my email just disappeared. Like, no more emails.
That's great. Mine's going up, which is like a good thing because they're from readers. But like,
yeah.
It's just like every day, it's like, oh, I have a lot now.
I just get, I get like 1-2 emails per newsletter from people, which I think is freaking brilliant. Like, the first one I got for this new book announcement, because I unveiled the cover for Elixir of Flight. Like newsletter subscribers were the first that got that. And then I released a video and then I posted on social media. So someone wrote to me and said like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're releasing this book. And I just wanted to write to you to know that there's this live, real person here that is absolutely excited about your books and loves them.
That's so lovely.
And then I get a second email from someone saying, oh my God, I'm so excited you're publishing a sequel to Angel's Feather. I think I might have screamed at work when I saw them. I had tears in my eyes for each of these newsletters. I was so touched and so humbled and so happy at the same time. I was like, oh my God, if I could get more of those emails, it would totally make up for the torturous year I have ahead. Yeah. My main goal for now is to get to a point where you already are, which is to take a freaking weekend. I mean, I still live stream during the weekend and upload videos, but that would be the whole extent of work.
Yeah. I'll sometimes, like, you know, upload the books to 1 million platforms while I'm watching something on the weekend. Like, I'll still do a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I noticed if I don't do it on the weekend, if I don't take the time off, what will happen is that I'll take 2 freaking days in the middle of the week and do nothing.
Yeah.
And they're unplanned and they throw everything off.
Yeah.
Hi, Christoph. I tried that. I went to the mountains when the internet was poor, and it went well. It went really nicely. We had to hike up the mountain in the forest for me to film a video because I was in the mountains, but so were other people with loud music.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm doing, like, next week when I go to my parents' farm, where they basically don't have any internet.
I did that. Oh God, that was terrible. I went to visit my father before Christmas, and his internet is not the greatest. And it was release day for my Christmas story. And I uploaded everything before I left, send the newsletter and whatever, but I needed to check my Amazon Rex. And there was no internet. I mean, they pay for it.
Yeah, no, same as my parents.
They have like a hub, like a router of sort, a Wi-Fi hotspot from Orange that they pay a fortune for.
Yeah. And it's good to know that terrible internet is the same everywhere, because that's exactly what my parents have as well.
The thing is, like, that's a sort of a black hole for internet, the village my father is in, because apparently none work great. Orange works the worst. If you get the former post office and phone company, that's now I think it's Telemobil. Telecom something. I forget the name. They changed it a few times.
Yeah.
They have really great infrastructure, and they work great because I can go to my other grandmother, and I have no signal on my phone, but I have broadband internet. So that's great. And the thing is that between like 12, like midnight, and 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, internet goes great.
Because it's like off peak.
I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why. Because in the countryside,
in the farm as well. Yeah.
In the countryside, nobody uses the internet in the morning. They're busy with stuff. It should work then. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it was horrible because it was just release day and I could have traveled there later, but there was no clear information on weather.
Yeah, right.
And it snowed a bit that night. And I was already terrified because I have winter tires.
Yeah.
They don't matter because my car is tiny and very light.
Yeah.
So if it's windy,
that's not such an issue here, but
yeah, it gets to be an issue here. This morning we had -4 temperature, like -4 Celsius.
Yeah.
And that's not low. It can get to -10, -15.
Yeah.
Because we're relatively close to the mountains.
That's the same as the place where I grew up. It just never snows for whatever reason.
Oh no, it
will get down to
It snows because we're close to the mountain. It snows in Romania generally. It's rare that it doesn't snow at all anywhere in the country. And when the snow is this high, my car has an issue.
Yeah.
So I couldn't postpone I didn't want to travel around Christmas because that's horrid. Everybody travels at that point. So I had to go that weekend when my books released. But
that would be so painful not checking ranks.
Yeah, and the only thing that worked, the only thing that worked sometimes was Facebook Messenger.
Right. So,
my friend Eme, my friend Eme, who I'm actually doing the collab with, she was giving me screenshots of the ranks. And I think I saw that in the 20 books group. There was someone saying, my name is whatever, and I checked. I didn't check my KDP page, report page in like 2 days. And I was like, I have it. I check it every day. Yeah. And I was like, I check it 3 times an hour. What the hell is this?
Every time I'm feeling a little bit bored, I'm like, oh, maybe I've sold something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. To be fair, I do get okay. So I haven't checked it since before the stream, and I already have 2 extra sales. And
that's exciting.
About 100 extra pages. I have the Angel's Feather, so the prequel to the book that's coming out is discounted for 99 cents. And I did some newsletter swaps. And then I have an author friend who just posts discounted books in her newsletter.
Right.
And she posted mine too.
Nice.
Which is super touching, but I would like to return the favor. So I emailed her. I don't think we connected, so I will just hunt her on Facebook. So just go like, please tell me. I would really like to promote some of your books. I've read one of her books, actually. It's a dark fantasy gay romance. It was pretty interesting. It was another enemies to lovers book.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. Those just work well.
Yeah, they do. They're just the best. Like every TV show where that's a line as well. Like that's the storyline. I love it. I'm all over it.
I love that. And I also love friends to lovers.
Yeah. I don't like it when there's like the enemy and the friend and you don't know which one it is because you like them both.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
But I don't mind like a love triangle, but like they've got to be like 2 strangers.
So in Lover's Journey, I tortured my readers and my characters with this because both books are written on a really long span of time. Like for the first character, it starts when he's 10 and goes until his late 20s. And the second book starts when the character is 13 and again goes into his mid-20s or something like that. And these 2 are best friends.
Yeah.
So it follows their point of views, and it skips time. And it only stops on moments where they share time with their love interest.
Yeah.
Which, of course, for the first character is not the same. I mean, he's not into his friend until very late on because he catches up slowly. So, yeah, that was, I know some people hated me, it's fine. And I love getting comments like, this is so unrealistic, this never happens. And I'm like, yeah, none of us allow the shitty person to torture us and go through on and off relationships that lasted for too long. None of us ever did that. Thank you. Thank you for telling me my experience is unreal and you would want to punch me in the face for what I did. I would like to punch myself in the face for how dumb I was at some point, but I was like, hey, I'm proof that stupid people exist when it comes to relationship. It's lovely. Of course, I've been a nice author, and I did not engage with my reviewers and tell them, wait, this happened to me. Please don't diminish my experiences. But yeah, no. Reviews are cool. Reviews are cool.
Yeah.
Especially when they tell you that, wow, what was that? Oh, it was on a free short story that I just gave for free. It was a thank you for people supporting me. They were like, this is like bad fan fiction. And I was, fan fiction to what? There's nothing. I mean, it was a completely different concept from anything I'd seen.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, tell me it's bad, but don't tell it's bad fan fiction, because the whole concept of fan fiction is that it's fan fiction for something. It's not inventive.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just like it doesn't make any sense, but okay.
It was fun. I love reviews, but the thing is, like, I'm super grateful for reviews like that. Because I mean, you said that on stream, right? In the comments, you have a target for how many 1-star reviews you want.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's kind of like the people who want to get a certain number of rejections in a year. I'm like, yeah, I want a certain number of 1-stars, and then every time I get one, it's fine.
Yeah, but the thing is that they help. They help you in line. If you only have 4 or 5 stars, you won't have the same impact if you have 5 stars and 1 stars.
Yeah.
And I noticed that on me, because if I see a book that's interesting and I read reviews and some say it's great and others say it's crap, I'm more interested in reading and making my own opinion.
Exactly. And also, I find, like, if you get a good 1-star review and they say exactly what they hate about it, then
that helps.
It will put off people who would read it and leave another 1-star review. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. And if it's really something that's wrong with the book, I think it helps. So
yeah, exactly.
But most time, what I've noticed that in most cases, not in all, obviously, it's more of a personal thing and what people enjoy or not. Hi, Aris.
Yeah.
He has to be present on all my streams and in all my videos. And I'm not sure if you've seen my stream from yesterday.
I think I started watching it this afternoon, but then we have this stream now, so I had to stop it.
I know. I just wanted to know if you knew the story or not, but we had guests, and he started barking because he wanted to go play with the guests.
I did see that bit. Yeah.
It's lovely. But to be fair, he's pretty tame. Oh, sorry. I should disable this alarm at some point. It's an alarm I have to wake up my boyfriend. But his sleep schedule is messed up again, and we gave up on this because there's no way he's going to wake up at 11:30 when he was awake at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I just forgot to turn it off. But there's another reason why I don't turn it off. Because my routine is like this. I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, and I do my journaling. I take the dog out. I have breakfast, but that will switch. It will be first breakfast and then taking the dog out, because we go on a longer walk, and that's like 40 minutes to 1 hour of power walking.
Yeah.
Because that's how it happens. I'm sorry. He's a big dog. He walks fast. He needs the exercise. And I need it too. So I need some fuel for that. So it will change a bit. And then I come home. I shower and get ready because, you know, I film every day for the vlogs.
Yeah. So I just film when I'm not ready.
I try at least to be somewhat presentable. Like, not with my hair sticking everywhere, and it's good that I don't own pajamas.
So that's all I own.
So I usually wear slacks and a t-shirt or something, so it doesn't look like I'm
now.
To be fair, to be honest, I want to buy pajamas because the pajamas out there now are so cute and cool and comfortable, and I want to wear those. And then I do my email thing, and while I do emails and reply to comments and whatever, I watch YouTube content at the same time. And at 11 sharp, I'm supposed to be writing.
Yeah.
So when that alarm sounds, if I'm not writing already, it's a good way of shaming myself.
Yeah. That's like fairly similar to my routine up until recently. But yeah, what do I like? If I start doing internet stuff, then the writing just never happens.
No, the thing is
like in the afternoon for me. I don't know.
For the first week, I was really good about it. 11 tops, I would start writing. But I do have a second meal there.
Yeah.
The way I'm trying to do it now is that I stole this thing from a friend of mine. She recommended overnight oats.
Oh, yeah.
And I've tried it for the first time today, and I'm completely in love. Because the way I do it, I add the oats bran and some chia seeds.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced chia. I don't know how it's pronounced in English. It's the first time I'm using it.
Chia? That's how I would say it, but I don't know. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's pretty much the same.
I mix it with a bit of almond milk, which I just discovered. I finally found almond milk in one of the shops, because otherwise it's rice milk with a bit of almond. No thanks. So, and then on top of that, I cut a banana and a kiwi and added some Greek yogurt on top. And just like that, I shove it in my fridge and left it overnight. And then I mix it in the morning. And it's really good to hold you up for a couple of hours, like for exercising or just doing stuff. And then I eat like real protein stuff, like eggs and a real breakfast, not just a snack. No, I don't really eat carbs, so I eat protein and a lot of veggies and stuff instead. So while I do my email and the internet and eat, I also do YouTube videos. So I don't feel like I wasted time. And I prioritize writing videos so that I also can also comment and, do all the interacting. And then I start writing, and then I take a lunch break. I eat my meals at my computer because I'm insane. And because I just enjoy my food and watch something. It's usually YouTube videos or a TV series. Whatever keeps my break at an hour per meal. That's all. And then I either write some more or edit or do my marketing stuff. Yeah. But there are days where I just can't be bothered with anything. So I just fuck around in front of the computer and watch videos and watch movies and that's today. And it's not because the internet is on, because if the internet was off, I'd probably be in bed with my Kindle and read. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do that as well, but also it's like, at least I'm, reading then. Yeah. But if I think about it, I've stopped having days where I don't do anything work related. Yeah, same. I was thinking this week I did edit my book. I did talk to my cover designer to get some covers sorted. I researched some keywords. Wow. I wasted like 3 hours. Yeah. To get my keywords for the Elixir of Flight campaigns. Yeah. Keywords are the most painful thing. I do have KDP Rocket. Yeah, right. And that should streamline things. Yeah. But that's not the case for gay romance or gay anything. Because the way KDP Rocket works is that you input a keyword search, right? And you go with gay science fiction. And it lists keywords. but it searches related fields too, like science fiction.
Yeah.
And then you have to go through all of that and remove the non-gay books.
Yeah.
So that you don't get 1-star reviews because your book is gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not, what they expected.
It makes a difference. Yeah.
Because people can't read blurbs.
Yeah.
They just see a nice cover and the title and, oh, it's sci-fi, let's buy it. Because it's really obvious, like, his name is Michael and the blurb says his lover is Adam. If you haven't figured out they're gay. Yeah. It's not like I conceal it. It's not like it's a covert operation.
You're not trying to like sneak attack people.
Nope. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I had this. My friend Anna Butler writes science fiction, gay science fiction. It's kind of low on the romance side. I mean, it took 5 books for these people to get to a happy ending. I think they get to a happy ending because the 5th book and final in the series is about to come out.
Okay, right.
And I think she promised at some point that they'll get a happy ending. I mean, she tortured the
Otherwise,
poor
people are going to be very angry.
She tortured these poor bastards for a long time. But despite the fact, I mean, I don't care that the protagonists are gay. I really don't.
Yeah.
Beyond that, this is one of the best sci-fi series I've read all of last year.
Yeah.
I absolutely adored it. And she was part of a group giveaway on Insta Freebie. And she had a lot of upset people that they didn't know that it was a gay science fiction book.
Yeah.
And I was like, have you read it, bastard?
Yeah.
Because if you read it, you won't care. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it. But I do understand some people just don't want to read that. And that's their prerogative. It's their money. They can do whatever they want with it. I don't understand why they skip on a great story over such a minor detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone is always surprised and offended. I agree with that. I agree with that, Sarah.
Yeah.
You can have all the right keywords and the right categories and put it up there high up in the blurb, and they'll still somehow miss it.
Yeah.
I find it funny because some of us actually use our subtitles just to be safe. And it's still a contemporary gay romance. How was that surprising for you? It's in the title. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I do understand it because sometimes people just buy something and they quickly scan the also bought or the sponsored products, and they just see a nice cover they like, but then you have to click on it and display the product page.
Yeah.
Before you hit one click.
Yeah.
But I think it is because of the mobile app. Let me just check.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I think you have you have the one-click button before the description.
Yeah, it's right near the top before you have. Yeah.
And I think the mobile app is the reason why.
Yeah.
This happens. But I don't know, man. Just check the description.
Yeah.
There are all sorts.
It's really not that hard.
I mean, I would check the description just to make sure I don't get any unwanted tentacles in my science fiction. Because you never know. It's not always on the cover. Sometimes they're not on the cover, okay?
Yeah.
I still can't get over the fact that there's an entire category of books for dino porn.
Yeah.
I still hope I wake up one day and people tell me that was a joke. It's not real.
But it is real.
Yeah. So are centaurs.
Oh yeah.
But that I get somehow. That has a long history of human and centaurs pairings.
Yeah.
All the way to the Greeks.
Yeah.
I don't particularly understand how that would work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most unengaged sexual contact I can imagine between a human and a centaur. There's not like you can do any sort of kissing or stuff. But you know, centaurs are cool. They can speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the size difference is not that big. I mean, human and T-Rex.
Yeah, not so believable, I think.
Or what's that called? Stegosaurus? The really huge herbivore?
Yeah. Oh, the Brachiosaurus? Is that the one? Stegosaurus is the spiny one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and the one with the long
leg. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. It's like that's an impossibility. They would just flick you like that with their tiny little hands. And you'd be dead. That's it. I think people don't understand how huge dinosaurs are.
Yeah.
I can tell you all about it because apparently I was riding a dinosaur to go to high school.
What?
I'm older than my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And we have this running joke that I tell him he was in diapers when such and such happened.
Right.
And he says, well, I'm sorry I wasn't around there when you were riding dinosaurs to school. And when you hear us banter, you think it's like a 30-year difference between us, which obviously is not. But it's fun.
Yeah.
Either way, we both have the mental age of 4-year-olds, so we're evenly matched.
Oh,
God. Yeah. So.
I'm sorry, Sarah. We will stop talking about dinosaur porn now. I promise.
Sarah, I'm sorry. That's a good way to go. Like dying of laughter. It's a good way to go. Beats dying of old age.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You know, with all your family trying to figure out where you hid the money. So oh, flying goddess here. Hey. See, now he wants attention. I've ignored him for too long. Now go away. It's fine. You got it. You got your petting.
Oh man.
He's not happy.
I'm impressed. Sorry.
Everyone meet the dog from hell.
But he's so beautiful.
Yes. When exactly did you see a description of a devil that wasn't extremely beautiful and tempting?
Okay,
and
that's
evil to the core. And because it's not enough, they were also the best violinists. So
yeah.
It's like give a girl a chance or a guy. Like, you should have one chance of resisting. No, let me be perfect and enticing and look how well I play the violin. wondering why we call this Descent into Madness? This is why.
This is so great because it's not even the end of the first month. We're 2 weeks in now. There's 50 to go.
That's because if it wasn't obvious, we had a lot of naturally occurring madness before this started. See how I drink out of the bottle like a civilized person?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing the whole time as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this is for proportion. Like, this is exactly how it comes out of the store. I don't. I can't be
mine's like a cup from the cinema. So.
I do have a glass here that I was trying to use, but I just forget about it, and I don't drink my water.
Yeah. And it's so much easier out of a drink bottle. You just remember to drink more.
You see it, it's big, you can't overlook it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, I actually have I use Habitica for my dailies and for the habits I'm trying to build. And I actually have a daily task in Habitica to drink more water. I think I inherited this from my father, who doesn't drink water at all. I mean, he sometimes has a glass of water, more so now that he moved in the countryside and he does a lot of physical labor. But he had days where all he drank was his coffee.
Yeah, right.
And soup counted for his liquid intake. That's it. So I'm like him in a lot of ways, and I don't naturally want to drink water. So it's an effort I have to make, but that reduces my autonomy. I turn into a bad laptop, and the battery runs out after 20 minutes of use. And in my case, I have to run to the toilet all the time. Yeah. And I mean, because before I started this thing, I could sleep through the night. Yeah. Not anymore. Because I'm still as tiny as I was before. Yeah. I just drown myself in water. Welcome to a writing-related stream. Yeah. We did stay on topic, though.
Yeah, we've done a good job.
For our first
drinking
one.
more water is a good thing for health, for writers.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to discuss that.
Yeah.
About needing to stay. Today. Oh, great. That's awesome. I didn't work out at all today yet.
Yeah, well, you've got an excuse. It's still the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to do yoga today, though.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done yoga in a while, but a while back, I mean, now there is one yoga studio that I know of in my town. It's not something that's very widespread. It's more so in Bucharest, but not here. And I'm not going to drive 2 hours to get to a yoga class and then spend another 2 hours driving back. It's a 60-kilometer drive, but because it's Bucharest, that turns into a full-day adventure. Yeah. So I wanted to start yoga, and I was a fan of Nerd Fitness, and they created a yoga program that you could buy, and it's lifetime access.
Oh, nice.
And I was pretty good at doing yoga a few times a week, and then they had a stretching one, which I did on Sundays or the weekend. But then I got lazy. Yeah. And, my plan for this year is to do the long walks with Ares, because he has almost every day. If the weather is bad, it won't happen. And this morning at -4 degrees, while I'm still recovering from my cold, that wasn't going to happen. But usually I do that, and he spends about an hour outside in the morning, which is quite a workout for him. And in the past, I used to go to the doggy park next to us. Yeah. So
I've seen it in your vlogs.
Yeah, 15 minutes of walking to and from, and he had 45 minutes of running around. We're no longer going to the doggy park. because I got tired of fighting with the people living next to it every day because they hate me and my dog for some reason. And the reason is he's too big and he shouldn't be allowed in the doggy park because he's too big.
Okay.
Whatever. And it was stressful. That was my time. Like when I went to the doggy park, I listened to my audiobook and did my meditating.
Yeah. Not so good if there's people that like getting angry.
Shouting at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could have just gotten over the fact that I have to fight with them a few times a week when I'm not zen enough to ignore them.
Yeah.
But they started throwing like food scraps and stuff in the doggy park.
Right.
And he's a weird dog. Like I get him premium food.
Yeah.
And that's not always good enough for him. Like if I season it with some yogurt or a hard-boiled egg, then but we go outside and the scraps that the stray dogs that are starving wouldn't touch.
Right.
He finds them delicious.
Yeah.
Also has a very sensitive stomach. So that turns into diarrhea and dog poop and dog throwing up all over the house. And I can try. I mean, like if I see him picking stuff up and I say drop it, he will drop it.
Yeah.
But it's a huge doggy park. There's vegetation and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't see it, and my dog gets sick. And
yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
So we're now going to a doggy park that's further from us. Well, it's a huge park, and it has a doggy park, which sometimes happen to be empty, and I can let my dog run free. But if the doggy park is not empty, he still gets a lot of workout going there and just walking around the entire park. The good thing for me is that I get my 40 minutes of power walking, which is like a good cardio workout.
Yeah.
So as long as I do that a few times a week, and I do yoga a few times a week, and then I'm thinking of getting into strength and circuit sort of training once a week at least.
Yeah.
Then I think I'll stay healthy and stuff, because that's important. Like especially if you're a full-time author and you write from home. Give me a second. I need to switch stuff because I don't care about being a ghost much, but being blind is not fun. Oh God! Please don't fall on top of me. Please go away. Better, I think. Yay! If I move slightly, I'm good. I completely redone my room, but I didn't get blinders yet. Because I need a certain type of them that won't take a lot of room. Yeah. There's no room. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
I should probably get on top of that task.
Yeah, it might be helpful. Oh, well.
Or I could just change the prop I use to block the sun. That's fine too. It's a lazy solution, but it's an effective one.
Yeah. I mean, if it works.
And it costs nothing.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Do you have that like a goal to stay healthy and move around? And
I was not very good about it last year. Or I was most of the year, but then sort of towards the end of the year when things got crazy. And also it got ridiculously hot and I can't go outside in the heat because I'm too pale and I go crispy.
I'm not naturally pale, but I have vitiligo.
Yeah, right.
Which means those areas need like all the protection from the sun, and it's still not enough sometimes. because there's just nowhere, nothing there. It just gets super bright pink and it burns. It's fun. Especially because I really like my tan, my natural tan.
Yeah.
I really like the color. I mean, I get tanned even with all the sunblock in the world, and I look like a freaking Dalmatian. It's fun.
I'm trying to be better about it.
Yeah, me too.
Year. I'm trying to do it like earlier in the day so that I can actually go outside, even though it's still like middle of summer here.
Yeah, I have to go outside with the dog. I can't get around that. It doesn't matter if I can stay for shorter periods of time if it's super rainy or cold. But I'm trying to do that before coffee.
Yeah, right.
But it's not the best idea ever, and I'll tell you why. Everybody goes to the doggy park before work.
Yeah, totally.
If I go a little later, is just better.
That's why I like going later in the day to the park where I like go to run, is because there aren't people there before work.
So that I can deal with. I mean, even if I go later, it's like 8 or 9 in the morning. Fine. But for the actual workouts, that's why I like the yoga thing and the circuit that you can do at home. Because it takes a lot of time to go to a gym.
A lot
time
of
that I don't have. Because I
and
already,
also money.
Not really expensive here.
Oh, they are a little bit here.
One of the gyms that's like the fancier ones, it's $25 or $30 per month full access. So $9. So not a lot of money. I think it's 25 though. So that's good. I mean, you can find it cheaper.
Yeah, I think ours are maybe twice or more. But it's been a while since I've been to one.
For me, the problem is that I have to go out with the dog, and that's time away from everything. And I'd rather just do the workout at home.
Yeah, exactly.
And on the moving about.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many YouTube videos and everything that you can do as well if you really want, like.
Oh yeah, no, I have them. It's okay. Yeah. I have them all. The problem is with doing
them. I've been reading Joanna Penn's new book. Have you read The Healthy Rider?
No,
I haven't. Penn? Okay.
Yeah, I know her. I've seen the book. I've not read it.
Okay. I've started reading it. I'm not very far into it yet. I feel like it's a good book to read at the start of the year.
Oh, cool.
Maybe it will make me healthy just by reading it. I'm hoping.
Yeah. The nonfiction books I bought are. It's 2 of them. I forgot about the second one. It's cool. So the first one is Right to Market by Chris Fox.
Oh yeah.
And the second one is Help My Facebook Ads Suck or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The other one that's super popular in the group. I said, okay, I'll get these and read them.
I've read
when I get my tablet.
The Chris Fox like 5K in 1 hour. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I've read that one, but I haven't read any of his others, I think.
Well, this one is the one that I hear about a lot. And I know Derek Murphy also talks about writing to market a lot. And I am not on board with it.
Yeah.
I think there's a middle ground where you can still write what you love and
maybe slightly tailor it to the
to what tropes are popular, because let's face it, friends to lovers and enemies to lovers are popular tropes. That's not why I write them. It's because I had a great idea about things and this just works. And while I don't think choosing the exact story you write is that important when you tailor it to market, I did enjoy Derek Murphy's latest video on titles.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Oh God, I have to send you the link. It was about doing research on certain words that go well with the genre.
Right, yeah.
Like shadow in dark fantasy.
Yeah. Or like Queen or like any of those. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
That I'm on board with, because anyway, titles are an issue for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have now like 3 stories that I'm working on, and I have titles for all of them. That's like a stroke of genius. It just happened. It's rare.
All of my series have like a pattern to the title of the individual books, so they're a lot easier to come up with, or like a theme. So
I did that with the vampire book. So the series name is Bad Blood, and then I have The Edge of Hope, the breaking of bonds, the fall of darkness. That works.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 years to come up with all of that. 4 maybe. It was ridiculous. I was getting ready to publishing, and I had no title for the first book. And The Edge of Hope was something that just clicked at some point late in the game.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 months before publishing my debut. It was right on time for the cover, which was
that's
great.
That's what you need. Oh man. Yeah, I usually don't take too long on like the title for the book. I should probably spend longer. Although in my genres it's easier. You just have to have like a bad pun in the title and you're all good. Which I am excellent at. That's like my one skill.
I love your puns. Like the entirety of everything that is Live and Let Bondi would have been a lot suckier without the puns.
Yes.
That is incredible. But anyway, reading through your book, it gave me hope for the series I'm planning with MA, the Clueless Detectives one.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, what if these people don't exist? But then I read your book and realized, there are plenty of people like that, and everybody else in the agency just drags them along.
Yeah.
Because the characters we thought about are sort of diversity hires.
Right.
But they're not like, it's not like they only hired them because they're gay. They hired them because they looked good on paper and they were gay.
Yeah.
Which was great for HR and their marketing, because this is an agency in a city that's kind of modeled using New York City as an inspiration.
Right. Yeah.
And for cities like that, I mean, LA, New York, it's important to have a diverse structure for your personnel and stuff like that. I mean, the agency belongs to a woman.
Yeah.
And the reason why she did that, I mean, there's a story behind that. She's extremely short, too short for Police Academy.
Yeah.
Which is like the story of my life.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I didn't want to say it just in case.
And she has like 3 older brothers, all of them are cops.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, I can't be a cop? Well, watch me investigate at my cool PI agency.
Oh, that's great.
So she's a badass, and she has like really great detectives there. And she got these 2 youngsters because they were like hip and cool.
Yeah.
And also looked good on paper. Because these are kids that come from that sort of super supportive environment where they were told they could do anything they ever wanted.
Yeah.
They got stars for showing up. So, and they're coming from affluent families. They had jobs with friends of the families. They did a lot of volunteer work, apparently. But they're really clueless, and they're not good at anything in particular. It's a miracle they went through college. They went for community college, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course, they sell it as a choice because they didn't want to subscribe to the common route of paying a lot of money on college, even if they could afford it. The truth is they couldn't cope, so it took longer than usual to graduate anyway. So they get hired, and they get the most craziest of cases. Like the overarching investigation is them trying to find the show dog.
That's so exciting. I'm so keen for this series. You have no idea.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, maybe people will think these people don't exist, but actually they do, and they get hired, and then it's hard to fire them.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are so clueless. They don't even realize they're in love with each other. Luckily for the audience, I won't subject them to all of that. They will discover pretty quickly in the first book.
Yay!
They're into each other. They discover that in the worst possible way.
Oh.
I mean, on the job. They go snooping around. These people have a chip on their shoulder because they're not taken seriously as PIs.
Right.
So in the beginning of the book, they're supposed to just sit somewhere and watch a silent auction, like where you go and write your whatever. There's a lot of fraud happening, people placing large bets, and then they disappear. And so they're investigating that. All they have to do is stay there and watch everyone who bids. And they decide to sneak around because there's a bigger case that other colleagues are investigating, obviously, because they're clueless. And somebody runs into them, and they kind of kiss to cover up the sneaking around. And they get so into that they get stuck into a storage closet and pump each other like crazy because what job? And this is the beginning of our book.
That's great.
And we were like, this either goes really well because it's funny, or people hate us. There's not really a middle way for this.
People will love it.
I hope so. I hope so, because we do intend to write it after we finish the other series that we're collabing on, the rapid release one.
Yeah.
But, oh God. Hopefully we survive the year. I mean...
We will. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
Like my new mantra is, it's fine, I'm fine, I'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
I've been saying that to myself a lot lately as well.
I'm writing it down in my diary.
An affirmation every day. It's
every
fine.
few days I write that. Yeah, it's fine, I'm fine. And I always feel panicked when I say that, and it translates in how I write it. I'm jumpy when I write I'm fine. Thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll probably get it written at some point. If I'm not dead.
Yeah.
How many books did you publish last year?
Oh, it was only like 8 or something in the end, I think. I was shooting for 12.
Yeah, same.
And then like midway through December, I just kind of gave up on that.
I think I counted them at some point, but I can't remember. I think I had about 9 total with bundles and re-releases.
Yeah. I think mine's including like box sets and stuff.
Yeah, I had like 9 out of 12.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty decent.
Or more. No, I think there were a bit more, but there were a lot of re-releases early on. Because in January, I re-released all my titles from my former publisher. So it was 1 novel and 2 novellas. And then I released a bunch of short stories in February, and by a bunch I mean like 2 and a collection of short stories, of which only one was a new story, everything else was re-releases. So only after that I started publishing new things. But I had 2 months in which I didn't publish anything, not even a box set. And before that, I had a box set release.
Right.
So my third quarter was super low compared with everything else.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like, it's what, a 100% increase this year for books we're intending on publishing. More.
Yeah, more or around that. Yeah.
Around that. It's not 200%, but it's higher than 100%.
Yeah.
Increases.
Yeah.
It's more than double.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's fine. Fine. Everything will be fine.
If you think about it, last year you had editing jobs.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I had
at least like 3 months taken out with editing.
Yeah.
So that's another like 5 books.
I think like 3 or 4 months taken out with all the travel stuff and book PR for other authors
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that went away. So it should be doable.
Yeah.
Especially if we manage to learn to stay focused and not be lazy.
Yeah. just that. Just undoing a lifetime of laziness. It'll be fine.
Well, when you put it like that, it starts to sound impossible. Oh, speaking of healthy writers, I got these.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're pink.
I've got some of them too. Mine are purple.
They're pink and cute.
Yeah.
I started with the 1 kilo ones.
I think, I think mine might be 1 too.
I'll get larger at some point. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that. I've bought them in early December. I have not used them once.
I use mine occasionally, but I like have no upper body strength. So I'm like 3 times and then I'm done for the day.
I work my upper body strength every day with a 90-pound dog.
Oh, yeah.
Closer to 100 pounds.
You'd beat me in an arm wrestle, definitely.
Probably. Only because of the dog. That's the only. I mean, he doesn't pull a lot because I have a gentle leader and a no pull harness.
Yeah.
So that's easier now. It used to be. But if he sees a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think he wants to harm them. He just wants to catch them and play with them.
Yeah.
But when a mass of 90 pounds of muscle and bone decides to lunge, holding him in place is a bit of a workout.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm thankful for that, because otherwise I'd be completely unable to lift like a cup of coffee.
That's like my biggest workout of the day, like my mug of tea in the morning.
Yeah. And I also live on the 3rd floor in a building that has no elevator.
I live on the 3rd floor in a building that does have an elevator.
No, I don't have any elevator. So everything that I get at the grocery store, like 6 packs of large bottles of water and everything else, I have to carry from the car and up 3 flights of stairs. And that's why I have some upper body strength. And then there's
Yeah, mine comes from grocery shopping and carrying it home because I can't drive. Alexi can drive, but I can't. So when I do grocery shopping, I have to carry it all.
Yeah, there's no way I could do that. Because for a week, for a week we buy like 12 bottles like this of water between me and my mother, and so not 12. Sorry, not 12. It's 18.
Oh,
3 6-packs.
Yeah.
So that goes into the car plus everything else.
Yeah.
I could never do that. Like when I couldn't drive, like I don't really drive when there's snow. We have a little sort of a small. It's not a convenience store. It's not a supermarket. It's in between.
Okay, right.
And it's like 5 minutes away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I couldn't drive, we had to go to the store pretty much every day just to get the water and everything.
Yeah.
Because on a summer day, you could carry more.
Right.
But when there's snow and ice, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Not unless you want to stay upright.
Yeah.
So, I mean, apparently, I didn't know that, but apparently Carrefour delivers. So, yeah.
Nice.
So, if it gets super cold this winter and super snowy, I'm going to have stuff delivered.
Yeah.
The downside is that you don't see them. You just order off the website.
Yeah.
And for veggies and meat and stuff, I prefer go in person. But I mean, I can at least get the water and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, those all of the large supermarket chains deliver, from what I know.
I think they deliver here too, but I live like a block from what, so it's like I can't really like deliver to me.
You can't justify it.
Yeah.
Do you know my most favorite place in the world in terms of delivery used to be Istanbul, because everyone delivers there. Like KFC, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, everyone delivers. Everyone delivers. There's no such thing as not.
That would be so dangerous for me. Like,
not for me, because they deliver like Turkish food and I'd get that. which is surprisingly healthy, because they have a lot of grilled stuff.
Yeah, right.
And it's a lot of chicken and veal as opposed to pork, which is predominant in Romania. And a lot of grilled vegetables and stuff like that. And most sauces are, I think, yogurt based, rather than cream and butter and stuff. They have a lot of yogurt, which is lighter and whatever. So that's good.
I'm on like a delivery food ban at the moment.
Okay.
Just mostly to save money, because it ended up being like some hundreds of dollars in December.
Yeah, I know. We don't do food delivery, but this is a really, I mean, like, Ploiești is a city. Did I mention Ploiești is a city? It's a county residence, not any kind of city, right? But it's tiny. Yeah. Like, we literally get in the car and we can drive in any direction for 5 minutes and get to a place where we can eat. The only real problem is after 10 or 11 p.m. where you can just get junk food. Yeah. And if you want to stay inside, you go to McDonald's. Yeah. The one McDonald's that's open nonstop. That's the problem I see. Plus, sometimes the city is deserted. Like, on Fridays and on Saturdays, I think you'll see people in bars and restaurants after midnight. Maybe. But during the week, never happens. And for me, that was an adjustment period after living for so long in Bucharest, where beyond the fact that it's a capital city, it's also a huge university hub. Right, yeah. So there are students everywhere. Yeah. Those people don't sleep. Yeah. Like, I didn't sleep either in university, but that's because I had a night job. Otherwise, I would have been sleeping my way through university. No problem. I did sleep, but it was like 4 a.m. until 1 p.m. No, for me it was like 3 or 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. if I was lucky. Oh. But that was a strange period to sleep in, because everybody would come back from class and it's very loud. Yeah. I was in a permanent state of trying to impersonate a zombie. I'd work all night and then go to class until the afternoon and then try to get as much sleep as I could.
Mm.
And I should mention, I'm one of those people that doesn't find it easy to sleep during the daytime.
Oh, I'm the same.
So,
I can't nap. And if I ever nap, I just turn into like an evil person when I wake up.
oh, no. The problem is, no, I'm fine when I wake up, but it's a miracle if I nap for more than 20 minutes during the day. It's really a miracle.
I can't get to sleep. Usually.
It doesn't, me either, but I just stay in bed and read or watch a TV series and I recover a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that goes out the window if I take cold medicine. Because I react to it as if you've been giving me like heavy duty sleeping pills. I think I had like in December, after Christmas, I had about 2 or 3 days where I slept for 20 hours of the day.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, I try to switch with some cold medicine that has caffeine in it, and it doesn't have that sleeping effect on me.
Okay.
But the downside is they're not very effective on me. So I was like, who cares about staying awake and working?
Yeah.
I'd so rather be healthy.
Yeah. Better off sleeping and getting better.
Yeah. But then I started January with a project and a half not finished.
Yeah. Didn't we all?
I don't know. There are people who crush their goals. Like, have you seen Jenna Moretti's goals? She always crushes them.
I don't know. I don't think I've watched her goals video yet. I don't remember.
I've seen them, but she has quarter goals.
Oh yeah, I know.
And
yeah, I've seen her.
Her quarter goals look like my monthly goals.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a different scale.
Only my monthly goals are worse.
Yeah.
In terms of how much writing I aim to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope to get to a point where I can afford to have that schedule.
Yeah. One day. Oh. But after this year, we'll be all over it. We'll be millionaires.
What do you want to bet that even if we succeed in reaching all our sales goal, next year we'll be still doing this stream?
Oh yeah. No, totally. But we'll have like 1 million viewers every time we do it.
Yes. Just on this show. Other than that, nobody will watch.
Yeah.
For this show, like, let's watch the crazy people try to write all the books and not die or go insane. Well, slightly more insane.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, no, I don't think, I mean, like, I would like to have a more relaxed schedule, but I don't think it would be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, I'm like opening so many new series that I think no matter like what point I get to with whatever I'm earning, I'll still have to write a lot because people will be waiting on the next book in every series.
Which might mean we'll get to retire early.
Oh, that'd be nice. But then I'll probably just keep writing anyway.
Yeah, but we'll do it while traveling the world. So
yeah,
that will be even more insane. Can you imagine being like in the middle of nowhere and trying to log in for this stream? Yeah, I can picture it us streaming in this series in our old age.
Yeah.
And complaining about our kids trying to stick us in a retirement home. like the first hour of the stream would be us discussing what new treatments we're having for all our ailments.
Exactly. Yeah, all our new medications.
That would be totally cool. And we'd get comments like, "Oh my God, I grew up watching this stream." I keep waiting to see them in straight jackets, but it never happens. Wow.
Oh, Claire.
Jesus Christ. Bit's dying of old age with no stories to tell, though.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, by the time we hit old age, I totally expect us to be immortal cyborgs.
Yeah, I hope so, because I have like a million ideas for stories and I will never write them any other way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Focus.
Oh.
What the? Oh,
yeah, there you go.
It just had a temporary something. I don't know. What do you want, man? What my dog doesn't enjoy is that while I stream, I shut my door, and he can't roam the entire house. It's fine. If I open the door, he goes to check on everyone and every little bug in the house that ever lived here and every spider goes in inventory everything, and then he sleeps in my bed. And the whole checkup takes like 5 minutes. It's fine. I mean, he's a shepherd dog. This counting things is kind of natural. I get it. I'm not sure exactly how he'd react if he saw a sheep.
Oh, yeah.
I know when I went to my grandmother, he just went outside. I mean, I took him outside for a longer walk and he came face to face with a cow.
Oh, yeah.
And he looked at it for like 10 seconds and he started barking. Because he got scared. He got scared with his mind. He was just barking at it and the cow. The cow was just being a cow and not giving crap about this dog barking in her face. It was like, I could stomp you to death. Shut up. It was lovely. Of course, a normal person would have been faster about taking the dog away, but I was too busy laughing. So yeah, wild dog.
Yeah.
So we've been at it for like an hour and a half.
Well done us.
So yeah, we've done. I can't words anymore. It's fine.
Is it 1 hour and a half or is it 2.5?
Oh God, it's 2.5.
It's 2.5.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's perfect. So I was like, oh, it's 12:30. It's early. I have all the time in the world to cook and write and do everything. But of course, I forgot we started at 10, not 11.
Yeah.
It's good. When are we doing the stream in February? Are we sticking with the last Sunday?
I think so. Hold on, just checking my calendar.
Same here. That would be the 25th.
Yes, that sounds good.
Okay, so you hear it now because we've just decided on stream because we're so professional and prepared. The next Descent into Madness live stream will be on February 25th, and we decided to each host one. Mm-hmm. So this one will be on Claire.
How to host them because I'm terrible at it.
I will, don't worry. It's
okay. Yay! I'm so glad I have you here because the live stream I did last time was a disaster.
Why?
I did one on Facebook and like the audio was messed up and I didn't realize the whole time.
Oh, great.
And like the one thing you could hear me saying was, I have a degree in sound engineering, and then there was no more sound.
That's like the perfect live stream.
I know.
Yeah, no. It's really easy to set up on YouTube.
Yeah.
You pretty much click a couple of buttons and you're done.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Yay.
Yeah, and we can schedule it so it's there for a month for people to wait for it.
They were just sitting there with the window open all month.
Huh. Okay. Sarah, you don't have to remember to tune in next time because I'm pretty much convinced we'll both mention it a lot on our channels.
Yeah.
So it will be like an ongoing reminder.
Depending on whether I upload between now and then. I will. I'll tweet about it.
Really?
I promise. I will upload something tomorrow. I promise now.
Great.
There'll be a video up tomorrow.
You know when
Even
there are
like a video, 3-second clip of my face, there will be something up tomorrow.
Okay. The thing is, like, when I like things, I'm really good at nagging people. You can't imagine how many times I mentioned the 5th book in the Taking Shield series, Clara Butler, in the past year. I mean, I tagged her in that 7-7 challenge, and I told her I expected it to be a book 5 excerpt. I can do that to you with videos, no problem. I'm naturally good at nagging other people to do their shit. I'm not that good at nagging myself to do my shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm good at that. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm super excited that there were live viewers for this first chat.
So exciting.
Yeah, thanks Claire for agreeing to this. By the way, if you didn't know, this started as an ongoing joke. And it turned into reality, which is absolutely brilliant. So here's to hoping that next time you see us, we'll tell you we crushed our January goals and we crushed our February goals.
Yeah.
Chances will still be behind with everything and complain about all the things we missed in our schedule. But I'm still hopeful.
Yeah. I'm hopeful too. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll do great. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday if you still have any left of it.
Yeah.
And have a great week after that, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you February 25.
That's so soon. We'll see you before that on our normal schedule. And by normal, I mean maybe some schedule on Claire's part. And let me act like a proper YouTuber and plug Clara's books. And if you want to get a starter kit for her writing, go to clarekauter.com/free stuff. If you want, I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, you're all over it.
If you would like to sample my writing, there's a link in the description down below, and you can subscribe to my newsletter and get a free short story. It's a gay military romance, which I do hope you enjoy. And that's it.
Yay!
Yeah, of course, I forgot important things like please like this video and share it, and maybe comment down below when the live chat is gone. And subscribe to Claire's channel, and of course, why aren't you subscribed to mine? I would like to remind everyone that I intend to rule the world and take it over one subscriber at a time. So if you think I would make in an imaginary world where there are like 300 people, I'm nearly there. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you all soon. And now we'll go offline because otherwise we'll be here for the rest of the day.
Yeah, another 2.5 hours.
I can take it, but my dog probably not. He's tired of being locked up in here. Okay, bye everyone.
All right, bye.